FINXFLO is a global cryptocurrency exchange aggregator that is designed to help traders get the best prices. And with me is co-founder and CEO James Gillingham. Welcome, James. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Jane. Really good to see you as always.
So regulators are now clamping down on these big players in the cryptocurrency space. We've seen volume dry up with trading and so forth. What are your views on that?
Well, for us over here at FINXFLO, we've already been pre-set up. So back in 2019, when we started the company, we were already pre-set up to actually work with the regulators. So we've already registered. We're already ongoing with our applications for both the US, Europe, as well as Asia. So we've already kind of thought ahead of the curve. I actually love the fact that there are regulators coming into the space now that are actually trying to regulate both spot crypto, because that essentially ensures that there's a safe environment for all participants, whether that's retail, institutions, and then obviously the actual trading volumes which you just mentioned will actually start to grow because people get a lot more confidence in the overall industry, and that's something that we're really looking for at FINXFLO, to be able to ensure that this industry becomes the number one asset class in the world, and the only way that that's going to happen is if the regulators globally collaborate and come together. So I actually think it's an absolute amazing thing.
So it sounds like you're bullish on cryptocurrency going forward, and regulation will play a part of that, part of the acceptance.
100%. Yeah, I'm super bullish for the regulators.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, can you share the steps that FINXFLO is taking to provide the well-regulated trading environment that you just talked about?
Sure. So as I previously just mentioned, we do have regulation here in Asia. So we're regulated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. We're acquiring a license. We've been grandfathered because, again, we were here pre-licensing. So they've given us a license already, which is essentially a grandfathering. But we have applied for our full coverage, which we're hoping will be due this year. We also have regulation by the European regulator, which will allow us to be regulated across Europe, across 27 member states. That's in Cyprus, in CISEC. So we're super excited with that. And again, that should be probably Q4 this year. And then we're also going for the broker-dealer license in the US, specifically for FINRA and the SEC, because we are a broker. Essentially, we're a prime broker. But not only this, Jane, we've also executed our own trading rulebook. So the actual trading rulebook itself is there to stop nefarious activities. So right now within crypto, there are things like front running, there are wash trading, there's all this kind of these happenings, this stuff that's going on, and we're here with our trading rulebook to stop this. So essentially, any traders that are breaking out our rulebook within our rules, we'll give them one opportunity, second opportunity, and then we will stop them trading from within the ecosystem. What that essentially does is that ensures that all of our traders are safe and secure, and that they know that there's not going to be anybody that essentially the playground is totally fair. And that's what we're aiming to achieve.
Okay. Now, FINXFLO is now tradable on the Tron network. So what does that mean for token holders?
So something that I'm super proud to announce is essentially that our blockchain team have been working around the block, literally working around the clock, to be able to build the bridge on Tron, as well as building a bridge to Ethereum and also the Binance Smart Chain. So what that essentially means is that we're able to offer tradable pairs on our system, on our network, that are untradeable or not available anywhere else in the world. Not only this, but this also extrapolates a lot of value for FXF token holders, because essentially the token holders want to be able to buy FXF tokens at a much lower reduced rate. And as we know, Ethereum, the gas fees occasionally spike, which means that it costs a lot of money to be able to buy FXF. So now by going on both Tron and the Binance Smart Chain, that allows the transactions to be a lot lower for people to acquire the asset a lot cheaper. So we're able to help all of our market participants.
Now, we've seen a lot of institutional interest and investment in cryptos, and the big banks, some of the big funds are doing that. I mean, do you think you'll be able to serve those institutional investors? How will you do that better than any other platform?
Yeah, so number one, I mentioned about security. So security earlier on, which is about the regulatory aspect and the regulations. Now, it's not only about that, but we've also built third-party custody. The reason why that's so important for the institutional traders is essentially that even if any of our underlying exchanges, because we're aggregating 25 different liquidity pools, whether that's tier 1 exchanges, tier 2 exchanges, or market makers, then essentially their funds are never held on the underlying exchange. So if the exchange was to stop pricing or to stop transactions, withdrawals, which has happened a number of times, then they would still be able to withdraw. And even if FINXFLO was also was able to stop trading for whatever reason, the funds are still in a regulated custodian and it's third party, the private keys, and everything's safe. Now, not only that, but we also have pricing. So because we aggregate all various different pools of liquidity, our pricing is obviously a lot better. So I can virtually guarantee the global best price. And furthermore, the final point to all of this is that we offer one portal on one account. What does that actually mean? So instead of trading certain assets that are available on certain exchanges, so one exchange may have access to certain coins and tokens, another exchange will have access to other coins and other tokens. By coming to FINXFLO and the institutions, they essentially have one account on one portal where they're able to simply trade in one environment, trading all of the tokens in one place rather than going from account to account to account to account, which is an absolute headache and a nightmare. Right. So FINXFLO really gives us a huge advantage.
I can see that. Yeah. I mean, it makes the whole thing more efficient and just easier to deal with. So any other exciting updates that FINXFLO is working on?
Wow. So yeah, I'm really glad you're asking, Jane. So yeah, we have staking, we have farming, we have CFDs, we have new orders, we have deferred settlements, we have fixed gateways. The list goes on with regards to the liquidity providers. We're also literally now aggregating block fills and KuCoin, which I'm super proud to announce. We also have on-ramp, off-ramp. All of this is coming, but this really is why I'm so excited, Jane. It's been over 2 years since we've been building and developing FINXFLO. Finally, our live launch, and I'm so proud to announce this, is now on the 2nd of August. We are going to be fully live. It's been absolutely crazy. We've got an amazing team, over 60 individuals now globally around the world across all of our offices. And finally, we have made it. We initially started with just a dream, just an idea, and now we're here, and now we're about to take over the world of crypto. So I'm so proud to announce.
I feel like we buried the lead. We should have talked about that. So congratulations. That is an amazing accomplishment, and good luck on the launch.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking to you as always.
Yes, you too, James. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, Jane.